Hello everybody and welcome back. We are playing some Alan Wake. And did we save off here or did we save off in a building? I'm not entirely sure. Oh wait, we saved off in here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and we have to go to the gas station. We need some gas. You know, Alan Wake's car kind of went into the lake, so we gotta get some gas for it. Oh yeah, and this had that weird broadcast going on.
I was just outside for a breath of fresh air and
So we're just gonna go through. Okay.
I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around,
Okay, yeah, this way.
step outside for a spell.
In through here. Nice.
I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio.
We understand. We heard this the last time, so... What is there one... There's nothing down there. There's no way. Oh, wait.
At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice.
Alice should be before you, my friend. Okay. Now...
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no cuts. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
Where's that coming from? No sneaky for nobody. Oh, wait. Where's he from? Okay, where are you at? Okay. Oh. Alright. Coming from this way? I just want to explore. You know? Oh, wait. Oh, come on. Oh, dodge, man. Move! That wasn't my fault. He would not get out of it. Okay, let's go back in here. Let's get the shotgun ammo. Okay, let's go ahead and get that going. Alright, we've read that one.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Yes, it was.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no cuts. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
Alright, well, where are you at? There you go. Okay. Now, if we can start this, then I will. Okay. Now. What was over here? Oh. We're just not supposed to go that way. Or are we supposed to go that way? Oh, oh. Yeah, don't do that. Oh, dodge. Oh. Bad jump. Okay, let's do that again. Ow. Oh, really? Okay. Okay, good. Oh, no. Good. Oh, this better be fucking worth it. Safe haven up there. Okay. We'll read that in a second, actually.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
Oh, we all know you're crazy, Alan. Ah. Excuse me. Okay. Guess we gotta go down there. So let's go this way. Oh yeah, I like the looks of that. There's a chest over here. Yep, this way. I don't know, Alan. This seems kind of crazy.
Salad, no. A man like me needs a hefty meal. That's for the day.
Yeah, where? Excuse me, but what the fuck? Okay. Did I get two of them? Is there any more? Let's get the page. That's why we need to
Cabin on
save
Cauldron
the...
Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help. But I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
Yeah, if you start telling her that you got attacked by monsters, bro, you are not getting anywhere. It's gonna be, could you follow me real quick? And you'd be in a straight jacket. Alright, just wanna make sure, just wanna explore a little bit. Okay, good stuff, but we're not using that.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs.
Uh-huh,
Tonight's
I get it.
episode, a quantum suicide.
Alright.
If our lives are only
Oh, this is gonna get interesting real quick. Oh, really? Really?
Simple and as you might. It can be dangerous. It requires patience. Even with the engine to fool. Having tools.
Oh. No, stop it.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming I'd reach the lights at the gas station alive.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. About getting there alive. You don't know you're gonna get there alive. More coffee. Good stuff. Okay. Run.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
Do you recognize the car, Alan? Okay, make sure that there's nothing back here. Okay, good. I was hoping I didn't get myself stuck.
After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
You would hope.
Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. Something, a feeling caught his attention. Stucky looked up and stared as his brain tried in vain to process the horror before him. He stumbled back, knocking over a can of oil. A black pool spread across the floor while he struggled for a brief moment, then let go as the unrelenting darkness engulfed him.
You're a good writer, Alan. This book's already interesting.
The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now.
Well, shit, Alan. What the hell were you doing for that week? Also, we had
The
to kind of
garage
make...
was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
Yeah. Kind of funny, we just read that.
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her, I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost. I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
I mean, probably.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker, you are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen, I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
Oh, good Lord, Alan, you found yourself in a pickle.
A candy-colored clown they call the Sandman.
Well.
Tiptoes to my room.
I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! Now, she's missing. Alice? Alice? I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared. Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up. Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
At first, I collected that thermos because, well, you know, collectibles and such. Now we're just gonna make sure there's nothing crazy in here, like some manuscripts or whatever. What the hell is this? Okay. Hold on.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
The cold air was brisk. You still wearing the same clothes you did that day, bruh.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
They said, well, the miracle of you putting up with him after he threw that little hissy fit.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
So, Alan Wake, if we're following canon, Alan Wake wrote Max Payne. Because in Max Payne 2, that whole This Was a Late Goodbye, the song they use is Late Goodbye by Poets of the Fall for the credits scroll. And it's not 13 years though, it's like literally not too long after he gets his revenge, but saying the whole dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. That's definitely something he would say.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end.
Yep.
I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
Yeah, that's definitely Max. Because the femme fatale was gone, that would be Mona. And the whole alone in my own wake, thinking in metaphors again. And then it's true what they say about the fall, the sudden stop at the end. That's, yeah, he wrote, this whole thing is Max Payne.
This time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Are you scared?
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
He was just trying to get romantical with all the candles. Boy, if you don't stop tripping.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
But we're not.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Well, I mean, you just said you didn't want to go to a hospital, so it was kind of up your alley. You've seen this man, 62007, knack for winning contests. What? Are these just like the developers that they've done? Some gaming developers have done stuff like this before. So, on a camping trip, overdue, hasn't been in contact. If you see them and know their whereabouts, call 555-9932. Thank you. Can we go in here?
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Oh, no shit.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My
Hey,
men
don't-
are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alice, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Hey,
Of course, Mr. Wake.
Hey, can you
get
turn
in
the light?
corridor.
The light's on! The deputies, they won't...
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Alright, can we hop up? Oh man, what a kick.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Oh, first you're grabbing that thermos.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item.
Okay, we're just gonna make sure there's no manuscript pages here.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
So why don't you make it like a different story then?
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff has been reprimanded.
Tor and Odin never caused any trouble to anyone when they were still living at their farm.
Indeed. All we can do is to slow down the progress.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh, my!
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
Thing with the paparazzi.
I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you.
Hey, you're kind of a douchebag, Alan. I understand you're going through the ringer and shit, but you weren't exactly nice to her either. Okay.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared?
I mean...
When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
and
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Alright. It's a bad idea to tell Barry.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure.
Alright.
Seriously, Al, You can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No. This whole thing... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Notice how we're not saying anything. Like it's not a joke, man. Oh, hold on.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Okay.
If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that.
Sick. Thank you.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
That's that, Barry. I don't want to hear no more shit.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Like that. Right here.
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
I heard
know
like
where you can shove that flashlight? Watch where you point that thing, Al.
still get a laugh out of this whole situation. Don't be rocking on your own like that. Ah, coffee thermos.
Real funny, Al. Real funny. Ha ha! Thank you. I'll just sit here in the dark till you come back. Or until I get eaten by a grue. Wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Watching the door now.
Yeah, I bet. It was all cool. You were calling him crazy just a second ago, but now...
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Yeah, I would assume so. Yeah, let's go in here. Anything in here? Are we supposed to drive there?
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. It wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest. I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
I mean, you think they did. We're gonna see what happens. However, I think you're going cuckoo bananas, Alan.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
Oh,
No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm gonna check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah. It's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Well, considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
Okay. Wasn't sure what would come out of that, but I'm glad we stayed to listen for it. Don't you start that crazy shit. Okay. Let's check up here. No, don't particularly like that. And
crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
were you asking him to change?
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
And it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy.
Why would you do that? You're a nice guy. Just because he's nice doesn't mean they snap and do something crazy. Okay, let's check up here. Hey.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
No, then Rose is a gold digger. I just want to be with somebody famous. Like, if y'all love each other, then, you know, love one another.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
Ah, so is it this page he's referring to? Like, he'll be reading it and then he'll go back to it? Interesting.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
We gotta run after. No time. Where you at? Oh.
Can you hear me? Anyone? Please help!
Hello?
Back here. I'm back here.
Holy fuck, Rusty.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Okay, so...
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Oh, is this the page?
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken rib stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Jesus Christ, Alan. Alright, page.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Oh, okay, cool.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty! Rusty!
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Well, shit. There we go.
Something
Oh,
had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
I didn't even see that at first.
Please don't feed the animals.
Fishing
Is only permitted for those visitors.
who purchase a park
What?
obey
The park ranger's instructions.
at all times.
Rusty? Rusty, no!
Never. Bears and wolves never approach any other closer than
25 yards.
That's also illegal.
Where are you at?
Never leave your
Unattended.
It is
Against the law.
to remove any
Where?
This includes even you may.
Jesus. Okay, good, good. Mainly just wanted to check in here. Okay, good. That sucks, man. I liked Rusty. And make sure there's no manuscript page in here. Well, damn. Oh. Coffee thermos. We like those. Let's check in here. Check that out, a coffee thermos. Oh, wait. Ah, that's how we get out. Okay. Alright, so we hit a checkpoint. So, let's call it right there because we're close to time. Alright, everybody. Wow. That's crazy. I'm really loving this game now. So, I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate you all. And 1K gang, let's go.